What's up, Kit Fisto Army? TBC here, back with another video, and today I've got some news for you all. We got some huge stuff to talk about when it comes to LEGO Star Wars. I got 4 things to talk to you about, and we'll start off right away with that. Well, this isn't LEGO Star Wars, but this is the LEGO shoes. I made a video about this previously. There will be a link at the top of the screen right now. The release date has been announced. It is going to be at 10 a.m. on September 25th, which is this upcoming Friday. You shouldn't have too much trouble trying to get this. I would assume so. I don't think there's too much hype around it, but I think you'll definitely be able to get this shoe if you really want it, and if you're there at 10 a.m. I think you should have no problem, so good luck. Second on the list is a 2021 set rumor updates. So let me bring in the computer here because I've got a bunch of stuff to read. So we have 3 buildable helmets. We know one is going to be a Scout Trooper and one is going to be a Darth Vader. Then the third one is unknown. I hope this is a Death Trooper helmet. I think that'd be really cool, or a Clone Trooper helmet. Although it does seem like they're doing a lot of Empire stuff right now just to be safe. But a Clone Trooper helmet would be awesome. So hopefully maybe a Death Trooper helmet, possibly. I'm not quite sure. Maybe a Snow Trooper helmet. Who knows? Then next up we have a Probe Droid buildable statue. We have a buildable statue which is coming in 2021. Now the Probe Droid is either listed as a helmet or as a statue. I think it's going to be a statue because I don't understand why a Probe Droid would be a helmet. So I think the buildable statue will be a Probe Droid. This is along the same lines as like a BB-8, the Porg, Yoda, Baby Yoda that's coming out this year and stuff like that. Next up, the 2021 UCS set is going to be $200. Hopefully this is not the gunship because that is a really cheap gunship, and if it is like the gunship, then I would assume it would be something like the Tanta V4 that we saw this past year, which was like this sort of UCS set because it had a black box art, but it wasn't really. It was very confusing. So maybe it's something like that. I hope it isn't. I hope this is something like another A-Wing type set, something like that. Who knows? Next up, we have some more info on the TIE Fighter, which is going to be $40. Comes with 432 pieces. Yes, we have some pieces. We have a piece count. So what we know is that it's going to be less detail. The ship overall is going to have less detail, which is what I expected, and I hoped what it was going to be is just going to be less detail but same size, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that way. So the cockpit is going to be the same shape and size, but then the wing size is going to be reduced. So I'd assume this looks a little bit, unfortunately, looks a little bit more like the Junior's TIE Fighter, which would look absolutely ridiculous. We know that this is coming with 3 minifigs, which is going to be a pilot, a stormtrooper, or a stormtrooper officer. This is basically me speculating, so it's going to be 3 minifigures, but I'm speculating there's going to be a pilot, which I think is kind of a given. A stormtrooper or officer, one of those, and then like a droid, some astromech to go with it, something like that. I'm not quite sure. There's maybe I have this sliver of hope that's actually a TIE Interceptor, and that's why it's so cheap, although with the other sets on this list, it doesn't look like that. It's going to be a TIE Fighter. Hopefully there is going to be a good TIE Interceptor mod. TIE Interceptors are smaller and just take less pieces than a TIE Fighter does, so hopefully that there'll be a good mod for the small TIE Fighter to make it like a good size TIE Interceptor. I think that'd be great, and I could pick up a few of those for my Imperial Army. Moving on next to the X-Wing, is going to be $50 with a 474 piece count. That's just over 40 pieces more than the TIE Fighter, which is a little bit low. Although I would say that the TIE Fighter does have a good price per piece count. Much like the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing is going to have reduced details. The tail and the wings also are going to have a size reduction. And like I speculated in the previous rumors video, link at the top of the screen, there's going to be a different nose construction. And the 2 minifigures come with this are Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. And yes, there are only 2 minifigures, so I'd assume hopefully that they're going to make up for that lack of like more minifigures with better build detail or just size, I hope. So the Imperial Shuttle, what I thought was $70 is actually $80, and it has 589 pieces, so that is well below 200 pieces below that 10 cents per piece count. And so this is also going to have reduced wing size. We don't know as much about this as we do with the others, but you can only assume it's going to have reduced wing size like the others. Moving on to number 3, the Bespin Duel release. I made a video about this, just absolutely crapping on it. Link at the top of the screen right now. But there is some update, and it's very, very, very good news. So it now says on Lego.com that it is temporarily out of stock. Now this is big because it said that it was out of stock for the longest time, ever since the release, ever since it sold out. It said it was out of stock. And now it says it's temporarily out of stock, which is perfect. So I assume that it's going to come back. Hopefully it's going to come back. This should mean that there will be continued production of this set. I don't know until when, but hopefully throughout the end of this year and then past that date as well. So hopefully into next year as well. I would not buy. In my last video, I recommended buy off secondary sellers while it's cheap. Do not do that anymore. The set should be coming back. Hopefully it's coming back. I believe it went on back order, I think a week ago or something like that, and it says temporary out of stock. That means it's coming back, so you need to wait for that. You need to check Lego every day to get it. It should come back eventually, hopefully like in big numbers, and hopefully it will be a worldwide release in the end of the day, but I have some suspicions that it won't. I feel like Lego is going to be like, oh, we're bringing it back, but it's not going to be worldwide, so it's kind of like they're not giving us all what we want, but they're giving us some of what we want. But this means that Lego is looking at the reviews on the Lego sets. In my last video, I looked at some of the reviews and they were very, very angry about this. A lot of international people were angry about it. A lot of US people were angry about it. So this means that Lego is probably looking at these reviews, and that is a great mode for us to take action against stuff that Lego is doing, and hopefully that Lego will continue to look at that and listen to the fans, hopefully, because they clearly aren't doing that on social media. And so I think with the new 2021 sets that are coming out, we obviously know that there's some big outrage that there are not that many Clone Wars sets. I would go into the comments window or to the reviews and when that set comes and just be like, we want more Clone Wars sets, we want more Clone Wars sets, we want more Clone Wars sets, or go into the 501st Battle Pack reviews or go into the AAT reviews and be like, love the set, we want more Clone Wars sets, we want more Clone Wars sets, so they know, because clearly they aren't looking at social media and everything else. Final piece of news is CMF series. Now this has been in talks for a long time after M&R kind of leaked this little video that he's talking about. Obviously he doesn't have any information, but the deal with Hasbro was renewed in 2020 between Disney and Hasbro, and it is very possible that it could have changed to allow Lego to sell minifigures. So we don't know this for a fact, but it's like pretty much true. Everybody speculates it, and there's never been like Hasbro hasn't denied it, but they also haven't confirmed it. It wasn't like I can neither confirm nor deny this, that type of thing. It does say that what we do think is that Lego can't sell individual minifigures because of Hasbro's exclusive right to, or like this exclusive contract to produce action figures. And Hasbro thinks these minifigures, which definitely aren't action figures, are action figures, but Lego can sell these buildable figures, which are way more akin to action figures rather than these minifigures are, but whatever. That's just neither here nor there. But it seems as if that has changed, and here are two reasons why. So the Yoda Lightsaber promo, that happened with the Mos Eisley Cantina set. And basically, Lego was giving away this Yoda Lightsaber, buildable lightsaber. Now, this was never done before, and this was also rumored that Hasbro had an exclusive right to produce lightsabers. And that's why that Lego has never done it before. See, the thing is that Lego could give away figures as promotional items by themselves, but they couldn't sell them. So that could be the same thing with lightsabers. They still don't have the license to do that. This also could mean that now they actually have the right to produce the minifigures. Now they're just trying to push the envelope even more, like, oh, look, we're giving away these lightsabers. They're super popular. You want to give us the exclusive right, please? Maybe they're trying to do that as well. But the main thing for this minifigure thing is that the 20th anniversary ObiWan Kenobi minifigure, the little poly bag, is now being sold on Lego.com in mass. You can buy them $4 each, just the pack. You weren't able to do that before. They were just given out. And so this could be a sign that the contract changed. Lego can now sell minifigures, and this is really, really good because they've never been able to sell standalone minifigures. They could promote them, they could just give them out, but now they can do it. So this could be a reason for the fact that there are going to be no battle packs this coming January. Maybe because they're coming out with a CMF series, which would be absolutely perfect. I'll just give you what I really want. I want a Jesse, I want a Rex, I want a Commander Cody, I want a Commander Fox. These are all phase 2, by the way. Those are really all the ones I want. This is just a rumor, though. Keep that in mind. This is nothing like sealed in stone or anything like that. So I don't want to get your guys' hopes up. My hopes, personally, be real with you guys, my hopes aren't up. I don't get my hopes up for this kind of stuff because I know I'm going to be disappointed in the end of the day. So I'd rather be pleasantly surprised. So that's just my opinion on this. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys have to say about all of this kind of stuff that I went through in today's video. If you like this types of videos where I just run through a bunch of news, please drop a like down below. And also subscribe for more content like this, content about buying, selling Legos, live builds, a bunch of other stuff. Please drop a sub down below. I'd greatly appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you all later. Bye.